Hey guys, Kinger here, bringing another video. Today's video is going to be about Roshcard, the tower. So the reason I'm bringing this to you is that I figure with the 10 times event going on right now, where most people are trying to get Martyr, but you might get Roshcard instead. I figured, hey, why not throw it out there so you guys kind of have an idea of what I use my Roshcard for, because I've had him for a long time, so. When I first got him, I didn't think he was that great. I just left him. Thought he was a vault champion, and the more and more I play around with him, besides clan boss, the more he was usable. Started using him in arena for a while there until Rotos came out, and then he's just been a staple of my clan boss team because unkillable slash block damage. So teams. So he can go pair well with obviously Skull Crusher. Uh, so you can put them together on a void affinity, and it works really well. I do have videos on that with multiple uh, teams makeup and explaining how to do that, what the speeds are, and everything. And another one you can use, which works well for affinities, is Warcaster. I use him whenever my clan gets to that point, and I still need to help out with damage. But unfortunately, we lost some heavy hitters recently, so I've been having a or I should say I have, but we have been having a hard time downing Ultra Nightmare right now. So, anyways, so we'll go over his abilities. I'll show you guys where he's semi good at and whatnot, and where he's meh at. But his first, the abilities. His A1 attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of removing one random debuff, or sorry, one random buff from the target. Uh, Works well. You need accuracy for it. It's not a guarantee. So, uh, is it great? I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't worry about this too much. I mean, there's a lot better characters can take all the buffs away from an enemy. So, but you don't need to book this. It just adds extra damage. So, his A2 attacks one enemy, places a block cooldown skill debuff and a block buff debuff for 2 turns. These debuffs cannot be resisted. So these ones you don't need to worry about accuracy. It's just whether or not you can put these on it or not. So, like the problem I have with this ability is these debuffs cannot be resisted. So he's putting these on the clan boss and taking up one of my poison slots. The only downside to them. So, if you're gonna use them for clan boss, do not get this one if you can to a 3 turn cooldown because then he's doing it so much more often and it's annoying. So. His A3 is places a block damage buff on all allies for 2 turns. You can get this down to a 4 turn with 2 books. This is what he's known for. Uh, Very good. I think he's the best character, I believe, at doing this. So, uh, but you need to get this booked for him to be any useful to anyone. So it's not that bad. You actually think about it. You could just spend 2 books and you'd be done with him. So unfortunately, I didn't get to just spend 2 books, but nonetheless. And his aura increases ally HP in all battles. Not a bad aura. I mean, if you got a lot of HP champs or whatnot, you can put him as your leader or whatnot. So, masteries, he works in any, depending on what you guys are going to use him for. But he can use any of the 3 trees. This is my kind of clan boss, kind of just quickly going at it kind of uh, build. Nothing spectacular. Everybody's seen this. I chose defense just for this ability alone. 20% chance to counterattack when an enemy applies a stun. Sleep, free, fear, blah blah. Because he's never going to be the one well, he shouldn't be the one that gets stunned. If he does, you're dead. So now, if you want his A1 to be hitting, you might want to go support instead of defense for clan boss. But it just depends where you guys are going to use him. Like for me, he's only a clan boss character, so. Artifacts, you guys can see here. This is just my clan boss one. This is not what I would say everybody should get to. Now, one of the things I will let you guys know, he says he's an HP champ, but yet his A1 is an attack. Damage is based on attack. Then he has HP. The problem with him is if you're trying to use him in some areas, you're going to need to build him everywhere. So he needs everything. He needs HP, he needs attack, he needs defense, he needs speed. If you want to hit any kind of damage, you need them to do crit chance and crit damage. Then you need accuracy so that you can take away those buffs from characters. And then if you're using them in arena, you want resistance. So technically, every single stat is useful on him. Now, I'm gonna say this: it depends where you're gonna use him. If you're gonna use him like I do in my clan boss, I really don't care about his HP being his top priority. To me, I made him his attack his top priority. Crit chance and crit damage was his next abilities that I worried about, and then from there I worried about what was it? Pretty much speed was the other thing I worried about because I need him at a certain speed. So, just a second here, I gotta plug in my headphones. Apparently they're about to die. Sorry about that. But if you're going to use him for other areas, I would only worry about his HP and defense, and I would leave his attack alone. The reason for that is, like when I used him in my arena team, I didn't worry about his attack because chances are he's only going to get one or two hits anyways. Because for sure one, because he's going to use his, well, I guess it's for sure two. He's going to use his block damage thing on all his allies and all that stuff. So then I'm going to make him use this because I want this on one of the main characters, usually like an arbiter or something, to delay her, and then you want one hit of this. But you can't. If you go and focus on all of these stats on him, you're never going to make him good at anything. So you want to make him good at one or two things. So when I was doing it, I made him really tanky, so he would last longer. I could get the block damage buff up on everybody again. So I would do HP, defense, speed, and then doesn't matter about the rest because he wasn't in there to do damage. So, but like I said, just look at what you guys are going to build him for and or use him for, and then we'll go from there. Um, so campaign, he will beat the campaign for you by himself. So here we go. We'll do this. I checked to see if he would or not. So uh, it's not a quick. He's not a quick campaign farmer. I'll tell you that much. But he will do it. Like he does hit everything for like 40 to 60k depending on what he's hitting. So there's the 40ks. I've seen him hit for 55 for sure. So it just takes forever because he always is able to throw down that his block damage buffs. So is this ideal? No, because you guys can find way better ones. But I mean, if you have them, you don't have any other good characters, then great, you can use them. So there's a 50k, 50. Good thing about it is that you never have to worry about him dying on this. So 35, 53, I think it was. So yeah, there you go. You guys can kind of see that. Um, he can do all the dungeons. I wouldn't use him against Force, obviously. He's the weak affinity, but he can do them all. You can use him in Minotaur, obviously. Ice Golem, you can. Spider, you can if you need somebody to sustain. Same with Ice Golem and Dragon. He can't. He will not work in Fire Knight. I mean, you got your team would probably blow through the block damage buff before the Fire Knight actually hits you on auto. So, and he's a weak affinity, so it's not really that great. So, uh, is would I use him on the any of these personally? No. The reason for that is I don't want to sustain, but if you're needing a character to sustain you through it, like you're taking too much damage, he will help you. So you can use him in these. So no need to show you though, because he's not going to be the reason why you win. Uh, I always forget that he's on Sacred Order, not actually Banner Lords. Same thing here. He's not going to be the reason why you get very far in it. As you can see, he's Sacred Order actually is one of my lowest. Yeah, it's actually tied for my second lowest. But he does help you in certain areas when you know you're about to get hit. You can set it up. So, but he is useful in there. So, but he's like I said, he's just not the reason why you would win anything in it. So, this was the team I used to run. I had it set up so that I could just click onto it and go with you guys. So I'll show you guys what I did. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna win or anything because the meta has sure shifted since I last used this team. Uh, so my martyr just speeds everybody up so that I can jump ahead of the whole team. Uh, what I'm going to do now is block cooldowns on Gorgoreb. I'm going to take away all their turn meter. This is the way I did it every other time. Oh, that actually hurt. I want to stun everybody. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, you only hit him with his A1. Or A2, I mean, sorry. As you guys can see, Roshcard's not even the reason why I'm going to win this. But this will assure that no one takes any extra damage, so. Oh, Razin. So I don't have tons of accuracy on him, so I don't expect him to actually take away the buff. But that's because he's built for my clan boss team. So if you're actually going to use him in arena like this, you could have killed Skull Crown right there. So does this take it away? Jeez, she has some high resistance. I'll show you guys another battle because this had nothing to do with Roshcard. Let's see here. No, Tormund's not a good idea either. Let's try this team. Ooh, they got a very fast team. Let's do this. That was good because she would have made everybody go ahead of where I am. Stun everybody. You guys can kind of see why this team was semi-okay. It wasn't because of Roshkar. Roshkar was just there if there was, like, if I faced a tanky team, he could actually make sure that they don't hit anybody very hard. Trying to find a team that actually is kind of annoying. Maybe this one. I don't know if I'll beat this one though. Let's do her so she doesn't make them jump ahead. He might have. Jeez. Should make this a Nethril video because I think I just beat them all, yeah. Anyways, so if you face let's just see, if you face a team that's kind of tanky, maybe this one. So you can kind of see what he's trying to do, kind of the same thing that I was doing. It does work. You can use him for that. Just a sustain, like my Nethril can die pretty quickly here. I'll do this. I'll just do it the easy way. I won't actually take away all their charm meter. I want you guys to see what they're gonna do. Although that might have been a bad idea because yeah, now he does that. Oh well. You can see he hits pretty hard though. Like I have him set up more for his A1 and it's 20. I'm hitting for 30k against a Fushan. So it's nice that that ability is A2 hits no matter what. Like it does stop you from. I could have thrown that on him instead of using block cooldowns, but oh well. But it's unfortunate. It's very hard for me to show you because if I do show you, I'm taking a big chance that I'm going to lose. So. Alright. I don't think you guys really need to see. I think you kind of get the idea because his Roshkart kind of did it for me. So kind of just delays you, but gives your rest of your team a chance to actually come back and do it. So here's just a quick thing. My two keys doing just under 80 mil with my Roshkart pretty much is the primary way of doing it. Everybody else on this team is interchangeable with at least one other character. Like these three here, the Banshees and my Razin can be changed with anybody, and Skull Crusher could be changed with Warcaster, even on Void Affinity. So the only person on my clan boss team that is required is my Roshguard. So other than that, guys, I don't think there's much else to show you. I think he's a really good character, but let's see if we get him. I doubt it, but you never know. Oh, it's a blue. But yeah, if you guys get him, I really recommend you guys level him up to 60, 6-star him and everything. Give him all the potions, give him some nice, decent gear, and I think he'll do a really good job for you guys. So if you guys want to see any more videos on any of the other players characters I have here, just let me know. More than happy to help you guys out with any of them. Uh, I did this one just because I know people will be pulling him and looking up for videos about him, so I just wanted to show you. So if there's nothing else I can think of, so you guys take care of yourselves and until the next video. See you later.